Coming up on Get Fit, we go from San Diego to Los Angeles, where we take a look at the calorie torching workout of indoor rowing. That's coming up next only on Time Warner Cable. Welcome back to Get Fit.
First of all, it's beautiful to watch. It's such an elegant sport.
Many are calling this fitness craze the new spinning.
You see a yoga or spinning studio on every corner. Indoor rowing is very rare.
But indoor rowing is quickly making a name for itself here in Southern California.
With a class like we just did, probably everybody burned a minimum of 650 to 700 calories today.
And here at iRow in Los Angeles, regulars say rowing is set to become the hip new king of cardio.
It's one of the only exercises that uses all the parts of your body. Some people think rowing is arms, but it's actually more legs, but it also uses your core.
Talking specifically about indoor rowing is very unique. It's non-weight bearing, so that just means that it's really easy on the joints, and we do have a lot of people who are interested in that low impact activity.
Indoor rowing is actually very similar to spinning in a lot of ways. Both use stationary machines, both use peer pressure to help you keep pace, and both leave you sweating.
I think a lot of people come to this sport, they think it looks easy and that it's easy to do, and you discover that it's not so easy to do at all.
Perhaps the only difference between rowing and spinning is that rowing is a full body workout.
It works all the major muscle groups, legs, back, arms, a lot of other smaller muscle groups work as well.
And of course, when it comes to burning calories, an indoor rowing class can burn twice as much as its spinning counterpart.
People can come at any level, at any age, at any fitness level. No experience is necessary.
And when she says at any age or fitness level, that's what she means.
I am 72 years old, and I am like this because I row.
Patricia Greenfield is a psychology professor at UCLA, and she says rowing has helped her both physically and mentally.
Well, I think it works two ways. One way is the body, besides all the various muscles that I mentioned, your legs, your core, your arms, but also having aerobic exercise, especially in the morning, helps your cognitive functioning. And it's definitely helped my cognitive functioning. I'm a professor at UCLA, and I wouldn't be able to do that either, I don't think, if I weren't rowing several times a week in the morning. The morning kind of sets you up cognitively as well as physically.
Patricia has actually always wanted to be a rower.
I was in college in the late 50s and early 60s. I was at Radcliffe, and there was rowing for the Harvard guys, but nothing for the Radcliffe girls.
And she finally got to realize that dream at the age of 46 while on a fellowship.
And I was living in one of the Harvard dorms, and they suggested that I row with the undergraduates. So I rowed crew for the first time. I got to row collegiate crew at age 46, which was very exciting.
Since then, Patricia has kept up her skills with Eva's class and through local competitions.
Ended up with Eva, I guess about 10 years ago, who is the coach from heaven. And she's made me into a real rower.
And other clients are also noticing the benefits of indoor rowing.
I didn't realize how physically challenging just being on the erg would be.
Daisy Kim is actually a ballerina and likes rowing to keep her in shape.
Ballet is very anaerobic, and I find this actually more aerobic. But the combination of the two is really interesting. It's kind of good cross-training.
Daisy also takes what she learns and brings it to the water.
That is very fun, especially here in the marina, which is beautiful.
And says rowing indoors helps her perform better on the water.
It's just a great way to set yourself up for going on the water, because you really need cardio strength and a lot of core strength and leg strength. A lot of people think that rowing is mostly using your arms, but it's a lot more your legs. It's mostly your legs and your core.
Coming up on Get Fit, we learn more about how Eva started iRow Fitness Studio And also, I get on the erg to learn how to row. That's all coming up next, only on Time Warner Cable. Welcome back to Get Fit.
And rep.
We're still at iRow Fitness Studio in Los Angeles that Eva Boteva started about 4 years ago.
I needed to do something of my own because I felt like I really had the skills to do what I do.
And when she says she felt like she had the skills, she's being a little modest because Eva has quite the resume when it comes to rowing.
It's important to have the right teacher.
We're really fortunate to have, as a coach, somebody who is a world-class rower.
Eva started rowing at a very early age back in her home country of Bulgaria.
I got into rowing when I was 10 years old. Both of my parents were rowers in my native country of Bulgaria.
She actually became a part of the junior national team where she started to get noticed internationally.
In '97, the Junior World Championships, which was in Belgium at the time, I was recruited by the USC coach at the time, George Jenkins. He offered me a full scholarship to come and row for the University of Southern California, and I changed my plans for going to university in Bulgaria and instead came here to LA.
She was the stroke and the USC team, which is a powerhouse team.
Eva was a psychology major at USC, and her clients say this makes a huge difference in her coaching.
Most coaches are just about the body, but Eva's really about the mind and the heart, and that's what makes her a great coach, the fact that she's a fabulous rower and is very psychologically minded and very psychologically sensitive.
For me, it's a very special way to give something to people, and at the same time they give me so much back as well.
And unlike other former athletes who may only be interested in coaching professionally, Eva enjoys coaching people of all levels.
Most coaches don't want to coach older people. They want to coach elite rowers or collegiate rowers, and Eva really loves coaching masters rowers, rowers of all ages, post-college age.
You can row at any level you choose to row at, but if you want to become, sort of master it, it takes time. It takes a lot of time and patience, and hours.
If Eva really can coach all skill levels, it's time to put that to the test, because I'm about to get on the rower.
So we're going to start with strapping our feet in. So our feet are nice and secure. And we are going to grab the handle. So we are going to begin with arms only, and we're going to start from what we call the finish position, right here. Elbows can be a little more relaxed right there, right? Perfect. So we're going to start with nice and simple arms only rowing, and what that is just extension of the arms, pulling right back in. So we extend the arms, we pull back in. Perfect.
Now what muscles is this working out right now?
Right now, we call this arms only rowing, but oftentimes you would feel it not only in the arms, biceps and triceps.
I'm also feeling a lot of shoulders.
Yes, yes.
By arms only rowing, you mean every muscle in my body.
You want to create a continuous movement with the handle. So even though we define that position here as the finish, we really don't actually stop the handle. It just comes in and comes out. How's that feel?
It's burning.
It's burning already?
Yeah.
That was quick. We're going to go to arms and back next. So we're going to give the arms a break. From the finish position, we are going to extend the arms the same way, but also bring the back forward. We're going to hinge forward from the hips. From this position, we're going to pull the back and then go with the arms perfect. And back initiates, arms pull. Arms, back pulls, arms. So you probably feel your core a little bit more now.
Yeah.
Good. Let's take 5 more with a little more power. 1 and 2, 3, excellent. 4 and 5, good. the legs. And really now, the rowing stroke is going to become more about pushing than pulling. You want to keep the handle and seat in sync. So when we start sliding, they move together. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So now arms back, slide with the legs, and then push. When you push, feel the feet really pressing down on the foot pressure. That's it. Think about how much you weigh, and it should feel like your leg pressing that weight. Relax slowly. Push. Good. Nice. Nice. Let's do last 5. Here, this one. And 2, let's speed it up a little bit. And 3, good. 4, 1 more. And 5, easy.
If you want to learn more about iRow Fitness Studio, you can visit their website at irowfitness.com. If you'd like to watch this episode again or find out more ways to get fit, they're on Time Warner Cable's free video on demand. Go to Channel 1, select Local, then SoCal's Best, and get fit. Thank you so much for joining us today on this episode of Get Fit. And no matter what you do, whether it's taking your dog to work out with you or getting on the rowing machine to torch some calories, just make sure you get out there and get fit. For Time Warner Cable, I'm Marissa Kirby, and I will see you next time.